With forward Mike Hardman as we recap the 2021-2022 season as the IceHogs wind everything down here on exit interview day. Mr. Hardman, first full year as a professional coming out of the ranks, a little bit of time last year, but 72 games, the grind of the postseason, all under your belt now, and a lot of experience that comes with it. How do you assess your first full campaign?
Yeah, it was awesome. I thought it was definitely a long year. There's a lot of ups and downs, but I learned a lot. It was a great coaching staff down here, and I thought we had a really close group. So it was a fun year of hockey, but I think it's definitely good to give the body a break here. There was a lot of games, a lot of travel. So, but yeah, I had a great time. It was an awesome experience.
Got some time with the Chicago Blackhawks at the start of the year when you came down to the Rockford IceHogs. Did you expect to play as much as you did because you got all the minutes, you got all the ice time you wanted, playing in all different scenarios? And imagine for you and the progression as a player and as a person, that repetition helps, but that was a lot of hockey.
Yeah, it was great for my development to be down here and play in all situations and play a lot of minutes. It was really good to get my feet wet up there. Ended up playing 21 games. So, but no, down here it was great for me to play a lot of minutes and play in meaningful games at the end of the year. So, and it was an awesome experience playing in playoffs as well. So, but yeah, no, it was a great first year, and I can learn from a lot of stuff and just trying to go into summer hard here and have a good camp next year.
Where do you feel like you made the biggest strides this season? What was it as the grind roared along, the repetitions came along with it, that you were able to make the most of that time on the ice?
I think just learning the pro game. When you're up there, you're playing in the NHL and you're playing against obviously the best players in the world, and I wasn't playing a lot of minutes, so it's kind of just learning your role up there. And then down here, you're playing kind of a different game, and you're playing a lot more minutes and playing in different situations. So I think just kind of learning the pro game and playing a full year, where last year I only played 8 games, so I didn't really know it too well. But there's still stuff I can work on over the summer and try to become an NHL regular.
Well, with that said, too, after your meetings today and the season that you had, what's the next step for you now that you have this experience, you have the repetitions, you're buffering out any rough edges, but what needs to continue to get buffered maybe a little bit more going into the offseason?
Yeah, I think just probably for me, just working on my speed and strength. I think everyone can get stronger, everyone can get faster, so just working on first few strides, first few steps, and then just working on speed in general and strength as well. I think that everyone in the summer can get a little stronger, but I think those two things, just talking to the coaching staff so those are the two things that I probably should work on a lot this summer. And
As a team, where did you see the biggest growth overall, coming from the beginning of the season, where you're trying to get off and running, trying to get off to a good start, to where you had the holiday break, unfortunately, due to protocols and rearranging, but a lot of people are saying that's around that same time when the team really kind of came into its own and started to figure it out, so to say. What was it about the growth of this team that was the point in the season where everything clicked?
Yeah, I think just off the ice we were really close as a group, and talking to a lot of the boys and the coaching staffs, I think that every team I've been on in my life that has done successful, I think that the boys have been really close, and down here everyone was all buddies and knew everything about each other. So I think that was the biggest thing is on and off the ice we were close, and we're doing everything together. So that was really important for us, and I think that's why we made it pretty far.
Looking at the summer ahead for you, what's in store? Hopefully a chance to maybe unwind a little bit, maybe a vacation. Seems like sun and tropical experiences are on tap for a lot of guys, but what's up for Mike Hardman?
Right now I'm driving back to Boston. So it's like a 14-hour drive, but I think just gonna take a week off in Boston, see all my buddies. I have a lot of friends that are still at Boston College, school I went to before, so go see them and just unwind, see my family. I haven't seen a lot of my family since Christmas, so get to see them to kind of just get away from the game for a bit. But yeah, just I don't have any trips scheduled yet, but just being in Boston for like probably the whole summer. So yeah.